Buenas tardes, good afternoon. I come from Tourism Board in Barcelona. I've been working there for some years, and it's from 3 years from now, more or less, we started with the sustainable tourism issues. It was a very nice experience for me, although it has some ups and downs, of course, as you may imagine. I have a presentation here. I'll try to get with it. Some of our reflections at the beginning were, why tourism comes to Barcelona? Do they come for architecture, for example? Yes. Do they come because of the cultural activities here? Yes. Do they come because of the gastronomy? Yes. Do they come because of the atmospheric pollution? I would say no. Do they come for noise? Of course, no. Do they come because of energy consumption in the city? Well, maybe tourism just don't know exactly what these kind of issues are in our city. This is the first reflection that we were working with. I'll try to explain some examples on some companies in Barcelona and how do they deal with the sustainable tourism or sustainability in terms of tourism. First of all, I have here 2 examples. First of all, the CCIB, which is one of the most important convention centers in our city. And in terms of positive economic impact, in their own profit and losses accounts, they have been able to save, in terms of euros and in terms of emissions, an important amount. They have an expenditure on energy consumption of 800,000 euros per year, and they have been able not to increase this amount even, or also they have more and more participants. Another example, again related to savings in emissions and euros, is a restaurant called La Sal del Varador, which is near Barcelona, in Mataró. They have been able in 5 years to reduce the ratio between energy cost and client in the 8% of the amount. These are examples that I understand that are important in terms of positive economic impact for these companies. So we are talking about savings. In this case, we are talking about new products and services offered to our clients, our tourists in the city. We have, for example, here, Incentives Barcelona, which is a DMC in our city, offering the possibility to some solar energy cooking in Barcelona. Another one, and the question would be, have you ever gone to the airport from the city with an hybrid taxi? Or have you ever gone or driven an electric motorbike in our city? It is possible to do it here. So they're trying to experience for the clients what is a sustainable activity. Yeah? Have you ever, for example, worked with disabled people? We can do it in out hostel, for example, which is a very special activity they offer to their own groups and clients. Another kind of example would be of the supplier chain. We have, for example, here Fundació Trini Jove, which do recycling, and they are promoting the sustainable tourism because they want to have more hotels, more cultural equipments, etc., that request them to recycle, to have more clients. So again, is a positive impact for the accounts, for the economic impact. Another example would be new companies. We have in Barcelona and in Catalonia some new income agencies which are specialized in disabled tourism. For example, we can show you a video that promotes city in these terms. It's a very a new one, a new video. So we know that our clients are changing. There are some studies that try to identify how. It's not easy, I know. But we know that our clients are changing and requesting and demanding new issues in the city. What we think is that when we use sustainability to brand Barcelona, in this case our city, we think that we reinforce the brand so that we show Barcelona a city more responsible. So that's why we are trying to do this kind of actions. At the same time, Turisme de Barcelona, which is the public and private consortium that promotes the city, the tourism in the city, are trying to work in these three areas. First of all, trying to get a more sustainable company, a more sustainable Turisme de Barcelona internally. Second, trying to help the City Hall keeping the Biosphere World-Class Destination, which is a certification of destinations in sustainable tourism in particular. And then, at the end, we have Barcelona Sustainable Tourism, which is a new program of Turisme de Barcelona that promotes specifically sustainable and responsible tourism in the city. The question was, if we know how to promote, then why don't we promote specifically sustainable tourism? And that's where we started, or how we started with this program. We have here more than 20 companies engaged and doing specific promotions, activities, actions on that segment. That's what I wanted to share with you. I don't know if it is the case that we can share some questions. Yes, you say yes. And that's all from my part.